Hello, this is Emily from It's a Wonderful Wig. I'm going to do a review for you today of the wig Hollywood by Main Attraction in Midnight, which is this wig right here. And I will also explain why I have this wig in a baggie and talk a little bit about the horror story that happened when trying to obtain, or when I did obtain this wig. First, I want to tell you that I'm wearing, by Hairdo, what I'm wearing now is called Courtside Waves, and it's in pure ebony black. And I chose this one to wear because it's similar to this one, Hollywood Main Attraction, and I kind of wanted to compare the two. I have another review. It's a little messy right now. I have another review on my site of another Courtside Waves by Hairdo in a medium red ginger, which I think was under a review of 3 or 4 different medium red ginger wigs I did in that color spotlight. And so it's looking a little messy right now. But first let's talk about Main Attraction. Now this wig, first thing I want to talk about is this was my first Main Attraction wig. I only have 2. And I bought it from Amazon. I often buy my wigs on wigs.com. They do not carry Main Attraction, and they had a good deal. You have to be really, really careful if you ever buy wigs on Amazon because they usually come from secondhand sellers or wig shops. So you need to look at who the seller is as you scroll down under the price and look at the seller or the shop info. It'll say the name of like Vera's Wigs or some other wig shop name that you maybe haven't heard before. In this case, I should have known the name was kind of sketchy, which I can't say what it is on here, but it wasn't the name of a wig shop. It was like a generalized name of some kind of a store that would sell everything. But it was a good price. I think it was $117. This you can buy, I think, on like Wig Studio One for maybe $135, which I should have stuck with my original instinct. Now, when I got the wig, I didn't know that Main Attraction wigs come in plain white, cheap, unmarked, undesigned boxes. And so when I first got it, I thought, oh, this was a scam. This is just, how do I know it's really a Main Attraction wig? There's something wrong with it. I knew I shouldn't have bought from this store because all, you know, out of the 100 wigs I have, they all are, all the other brands, they have beautifully designed boxes that say the brand and the label. And these are kind of just cheap, plain white boxes. And they're so flimsy and crummy that I actually had to destroy them when I got them. So I have to store the wig in a plastic bag. So that was the first problem I had, which partly was my ignorance because I didn't know Main Attraction wigs come in plain white boxes. So I had to start asking around on some of my Facebook friends, hey, is this normal? Because, you know, I thought I was getting kind of the jip here. And they assured me they do come in plain unmarked boxes. Okay, and that's fine. You know, it's a budget wig. That's where they skip the frills, and that's part of what you're getting a better quality, still getting a good quality synthetic wig, but you're saving money because they're not putting any money into their boxes. But see, for me, I like to store my wigs in my boxes, stuffed with tissue, which prevents the flat head thing. And I have big bins, and I have them by brand. So I have 2 big bins of Raquel Welch. I have 2 giant bins of Envy, 1 of Aesthetica, 2 of John Renault. So when I have in mind what I want to wear, I know where to look. And then I have, you know, stacks of the wig boxes in the bins. And then I put my own little label on the top of each one so I can see them from the top. So when I know what I'm looking for, I can find it. But the quality of this white box, not only was it not marked, it was so flimsy and crummy that I would have just gotten squashed if I'd put it in there. So I had to toss it. And I'm going to talk more about my experience with what else happened with this wig in a moment. Stay tuned for drama. So it looks longer, but the color here is listed as, and here's the tag, it's Main Attraction Hollywood Midnight. And compare that to the ebony from Hairdo. So it really is pretty much a true black. I think this one is almost an off black, but they seem about the same to me. First thing is, I've seen this wig on many other people and it looks long, but on me it looked really short. I mean, pretty short, not much more than this. And I have a longer face maybe than some, that could be why, but But in the bottom of this box, so I mean and another thing that threw me is it was just in there like this. It didn't have a net, didn't have tissue in it. It had the tag, so I'm like, okay. I looked to make sure it wasn't like reattached, and it looked like it was the legit wig and the legit tag, because I was so suspicious how it arrived. I'd never seen a wig come like that. But then it was kind of gross. Like at the bottom of the box, there were like little tiny hairs all over the box after I took the wig out. That looked almost like if you were to shave your face, like those kind of little hairs all over. And that was like, okay, something's not wrong here. Maybe it was like permatease that had fallen out. I don't know, but it kind of led me to sending an email message to this Amazon seller, which turned out poorly. But first I'm just going to put the wig on, and then I'll get to that part of my story. So again, this is the courtside waves. I guess it's a little shorter. It's a layered, wavy wig. It's a little flatter on top. Generally, actually, I wear it with a clip or a headband. But the color is very similar, and I have a lot of black in my outfit. This is, by the way, on QVC. The brand is Attitudes by Renee. And she has a lot of these great kind of eclectic sort of African print clothing. It goes all the way up to size 3X. I'm small to 3X, so I get a lot of my clothes on there. This one was brand new. It's a long tunic. It goes down to my knees, and I wear it with black leggings. All right, so let's put this on. Like, I was super paranoid about this wig. Like, I was inspecting it. Like, is there anything weird in here? Like, I was almost afraid to put it on because I thought maybe it was used, and someone tried to resell it through the secondhand Amazon store. So it kind of creeped me out a little, but I think it's fine. I haven't worn it since. I just got this like a couple weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to do much with it. But you see, now it's a little snug. I feel like the hairdo one was almost a little looser. So if you have a bigger head, it's definitely pushing it. Unlike the courtside waves, this one has a side sweep. Courtside waves just had kind of an awkward sort of a part. I guess, I mean, to me looking at in the front, I feel like it comes about the same. But yes, it's probably a little longer in the back. It has a little more of a distinct curl pattern than courtside waves, which courtside waves was just a little bit more plain thick. So this one, it is a nice black. And it does have a lace front. Not sure how well I have that up. Might need a little bit of dark root powder if you see too much net there. So this one does have a little bang you need to work with. It feels fine. It's a little, like I said, a little snug. It does have the adjustable bra type straps inside. I should have showed you the inside. It's an average cap size, 3.8 ounces. The nape is about 12.25 inches. The sides are, the back is between 13 and 17 because it has layers. It's labeled as long, gorgeous waves, but if you have a little bit of a longer face, it just does not feel that long to me. I can see better now. So you do see a little bit of that there, so you would need a little bit of the powder. I do feel like it looks natural, and I think you might want to use a clip for these bangs. I hate hair in my face, so I might do something like this with it. I have a little butterfly. Might put that, I don't know if this is the best one, but I might put that there or something like that to keep it out of my face. It is light and airy. It doesn't feel heavy at all, and I do feel like there is permatease. I can feel a little, but you can't see it because it's so dark, so that's fine. You also aren't going to see much of any kind of a scalp line here either, just in the front, but I think it looks natural enough. You could wear this with a headband as well, if you'd like. Some kind of a headband would be cute. Might still have that bang there, but you can push the bang piece there. I think that's cute, and I do believe you can do an updo with this wig. Take it in very loose pony like this, so you'll still have these pieces here. I think that's perfectly reasonable, and you can also flip it upward. I still have the tag on, that's a little harder, but you can flip it upward. Take something like this, which is a big barrette bow. Actually, and you know, you could put it like that. I actually would probably do it more at the nape because it's a really big barrette, so you could do it on at the nape right there. Would be cute. So my impression of main attraction, I have one more main attraction I purchased that did not go poorly, and that one is is it Columbia? It might be Columbia, and that's a dark brown. Yeah, and that one I like better. So I've seen YouTube videos of these gorgeous gals wearing this wig, and it's like down to here. So I thought this one was trimmed or cut before I got it, and that's why there's like little hairs on the bottom of the box. So that was all really suspicious. But, you know, my face is about 9.5 inches, so that can make it seem, but I still feel like it should be longer, considering what I've seen. So maybe it was tidied up by the owner. So what happened with this Amazon secondhand seller was brutal, and I gave them a scathing bad review. So I hope they saw it, because so first of all, it says on there, Amazon Prime, free returns. Great. So I got it. When I saw that it was in this condition, I was like, no. So I contacted them. I'm like, is this wig brand new? There's a plain unmarked box. The box came smashed or damaged. Also, and it was sent in like a plastic wrapper. It wasn't even in a box. The wig box wasn't even in a box. And it had little hairs loose, and there wasn't just the hairs. Like the bottom of the box, it looked dirty. There was like some brown smudges at the bottom of the box. It looked dirty, and it just looked gross. And I asked them, and before I decided if I was going to return it or not, because I, you know, the wig looked fine, but I was suspicious because of how it came. And of course they responded completely defensively, an email. You know, you're accusing us of sending you a used false wig, and we assure you we've been selling wigs for this many years, and you simply can't make a complaint just because you don't like the quality of the box. If you want to return it, then fine, return it, but otherwise there's nothing wrong with the wig. And I never said in my first email if there was anything wrong with the wig or not. I asked about the box, the quality, and for sure where it came from, and if it was brand new. So I responded, I said, well, I took pictures. I took pictures of the box, how it arrived smashed, of the ripped plastic paper it came in, of all the hair, like loose hairs and the kind of the dirt on the bottom of the box. And that was the biggest concern I had, and I sent it to them, and I said, is this normal? Like, this is how I received it. I've never bought a main attraction wig, and I have like 80 wigs. So, you know, this wig should have been sent, the wig box should have been sent in a box, not a plastic wrapper, and I don't understand why the box is so dirty, you know, blah, blah, blah. And of course, another scathing negative, poor customer service response. It was just like, I see nothing wrong with the photos you've sent me, and the wig is completely fine, and just because you're picky or paranoid about the quality of what's in the box doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the wig we sold you. The wig is perfectly fine. And I didn't submit pictures of the wig, and really I hadn't commented on the status of the wig yet. So it was just right then I was already pissed, and I was just like, so then they're like, feel free to return it, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, but then I look closer when you go to process a return for this wig under what's supposed to be free returns at Amazon Prime. The return request, when you make it through your Amazon Prime history, has to go to that store, and they have to approve it. And of course they approved it because they probably knew I'd give them a bad review, which I did anyway. but they approved it, but then, you know, the automatic instructions pop up on how to return the wig, and they don't refund your money through Amazon Prime. They won't refund it until they get it back and inspect it, and it has to be perfect. for one, and number two, they take out a 15% return processing fee, which is not what was listed under the Amazon Prime free returns, nor was it listed on the purchase product site on the Amazon page, blah blah blah, nowhere. And so then I was really mad by that point. And I decided to keep it, that it was probably fine, and I wanted to leave them a terrible review. And I was afraid if I returned it, you know, I'd have to wait weeks to do it before I get the refund and then leave them a bad review. And I didn't want to make them mad and have them come back and say I sent back a defective wig. But by their terrible customer service and their defensive response and the misleading of the returns, I was just really mad. And this company sells quite a few wigs on Amazon. A lot of them, which is odd because the name of their shop is not the name of a wig store. And I can't say what it is here, but, you know, if you were to go to Amazon and look up main attractions Hollywood, I think that let's just look. At that time, it was the only one selling it. Let's just take a look-see. I can't say what it is because I don't want to be responsible for any kind of libel or smearing a business, but I think it's important that I would never buy from them again, ever. And I'm not that picky. So let's see. Come on. Main attraction. Well, let's just Google, I'm on Amazon. Let's just put in on my phone, main attraction wig Hollywood. Wig Hollywood. All right, there's the stock photo. First one that comes up, showing the only one that comes up. Let's click it. Now it says at the top, you know, brand, main attraction, but you have to scroll down under the colors, under the price, to see ships from. I'm blanking that out, but it's the same store. So there you go. So there was more to those emails too. It was awful. It was like, not, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, I'm sorry you're dissatisfied with your purchase, or we assure you this, you're more than welcome to return it. It was all defensive and telling me I'm being picky and paranoid and telling me that there's nothing wrong with the wig, even though I never had commented on the wig itself yet or shown them photos of it, blah, blah, blah. And there was more in there. It was completely like shutting me down, defensive, turning the tables on me, gaslighting. So, yeah. If I don't know why wigs.com doesn't sell main attraction wigs. I say they're on par from the two I've purchased. The other one I purchased, thank God, from a different place. Now learned my lesson about Amazon wigs. But I say they're on par with like Toni Bratton or Hairdo. I still like Hairdo a little better. But they're a good budget wig overall, and I would say you do get your money's worth. I think the cuts are really cute and nice. The Columbia one I have is also really super cute, and it looks nice. I've worn it around people I know that didn't know I was wearing a wig. So, not my favorite brand, but be careful what you buy with wigs on Amazon. I have bought a few Style Icon budget wigs, some really super long, like 32 and 42 inch ones that are no problems at all, which is about the only kind of wig I would buy on Amazon. I did buy a Raquel Welch Longing for Long, which is her longest wig. No, is it Downtime? I'm sorry, it's Downtime, which is Raquel Welch's longest wig, because it was on there by a secondhand wig shop, an actual wig shop, and it was marked down because they had a ton of them, and it was fine. It was great, but still not. I would stick with Wig Studio One, or I would stick with wigs.com personally. And I love wigs.com because they take Affirm, which is basically like You can do six or 12 payments, 6 payments usually without interest, 12 payments with interest. It doesn't show up on your credit report because I bought a ton on there and it's not on my credit report. And, you know, you can finance them, and they have great return policies. You have up to 30 days, and I've returned a few past up to 6 weeks, and they still take it. As long as the tags are still attached and it looks new, you know, other than trying on a couple times because you're not sure. I've had no problem, and so super easy. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Again, this is, oh, I didn't show you the inside, did I? I'm sorry. Let me show you the inside. Lace front. Too busy complaining. Lace front, basic open cap on the inside, and here are the adjustable the nice felt sort of mole-ish skin in the back. These are the sort of, oh, I thought they were bra straps. Yeah, they're Velcro. And I could further adjust it looser if I wanted because I have a pretty big head. So again, side by side, this is the Hollywood, and this is the Courtside Waves in ebony. They have this on QVC, or they did, if it's still there. And this one is definitely heavier and shorter. This one is longer and lighter, the Hollywood, and the colors are very similar. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you are somewhat entertained. What I'm going to do with this one is take the tag off and wash it, and then I'm going to just keep it because it was way worth keeping it so I could leave a scathing review. You make your own karma in life, people. That's all I gotta say. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.